Like giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and honors to all the brothers in this truth. They are running from hell. They trying to escape from London right now. But this is the brother Kadash. This is a video that's over there in London. I guess they were supposed to be going through another shutdown. I think it's down. I think it started. It was like a tier 4 shutdown, and it started. I think it was last night, Saturday midnight. Saturday midnight. It's the 20th today, so the 19th midnight, and they was locking it down because they were saying that there was a for the new it's all gonna work. But either way though, so this is them in London, you know, this is a fact. You know, I actually I'm finna play the video. You know, this ain't no misinformation, it's a fact. People are lining up to get the last tickets and stuff to try to get out and to try to leave. But the thing is that the reason why people are hurrying up trying to leave because they know and they feel it that it's going to be shut down and they're not going to be able to travel no more. So people are hurry up trying to. Some people are trying to get back to where they're originally from, their homes, and some people are just trying to get up out of London right now. And I mean, but my thing is where you going to go? Because this is going to follow and happen everywhere. Just like last time we seen things happen in London, then it came over here to America. It's going to come over to America next. So wherever you go, you're going to be shut down and locked down. Let's look this way. Look at that. Look at those lines, man. People trying to get out, man. And this is how people is, man. People wait to the last moment to want to do things anyways. When they see all the signs, they ignore them until the last moment. So you see what's on everybody's mind, and that's to get out. And I was just having a conversation with a person close to me, and I was telling them, like, man, all this other stuff ain't gonna matter. When all hell break loose, your only thing is gonna be to get to safety. That's gonna be the only thing that you're gonna be worried about. And that comes with salvation. You're only really the only thing gonna be on your mind is being saved out the tribulation, saved out the hell that you're in. That's going to be the only thing that's on your mind. It's going to be on everybody's mind. Just like all these people. They could have been in London for whatever. But whatever they was in there for, it don't matter. They trying to get out. They probably was vacating. Probably had another week left on their vacation. It don't matter. They trying to get out and they trying to get gone. You going to drop everything else when all hell break loose. And your only thing is salvation. That's the only thing you're going to want to be is saved by somebody. So that's why you do the work right now. So when that time comes, and you cry out for the Lord, he can answer you. And you could be saved. You know, let's, I'm finna jump to another video. All right, this is another video right here. They in London, you can look this up yourself and Google the information yourself. But there's a rush for people trying to get out of London before the shutdown.
On avait des tickets respectivement lundi et mardi. Au vu de la situation et des actualités, on n'a pas voulu prendre de risques. Et on a été les derniers à le faire, donc j'imagine qu'il y a plein de Français qui sont dans le même cas que nous. Oui.
Let me get... I just seen a video where they was talking about it. Those same people, but they had translated it. Let me find it. Sorry. Okay, this is the video of those same people talking and translated what they were saying. So it says, he says, we got the last 2 tickets for today. The last 2, they got them. So that means they sold out, man. We each respectively had tickets for Monday and Tuesday. But given the situation of what is happening, what situation? Well, they're going in lockdown. We didn't want to take any risk. Any risk of what? Being stuck there for the lockdown. And we were the last to be able to do so. So a lot of people didn't get the chance to get up out of there. And imagine there are loads of French people in the same boat as us. Exactly. It is the same thing in the truth. You're going to have a lot of people that's going to try to run to the truth at the very end. And you're going to have people that's saved that wake up at the very end. But then you're going to have people that's not going to be saved, you know. When they understand this is the way of salvation, they're going to try to run to the truth and stuff like that at the very end. But it ain't going to happen for them. And some people, like I said, it is. So this is what people do, you know. It's the same thing. People just want to be saved. And that's what it's going to come down to, is being saved, man. But only the elect are going to be saved. This is Zechariah chapter 7, verse 13 real quick. Therefore, it has come to pass that as he cried and they would not hear, so they cried and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. So you're going to have people coming at the last moment, you know, when all hell break loose. They're going to feel that hell and they're going to cry out to the Lord to save them. That's what they're crying for. It's for the Lord to save them. And the Lord said he ain't going to hear them because when he was crying to you, you ain't want to hear him. So he going to shut the door on you and he ain't going to hear you. That's what the Lord is talking about. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, because this is prophecy being fulfilled right here. I'll start at verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and evading one another. They should not regard their kings nor their princes. In the course of their actions should stand in their power. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. So what's one of the reasons why they're not going to be able? If a city gets shut down and you can't leave out or you can't come in. So things like pandemics, you know, pesticides, diseases, where they got to shut down the whole city, war, sedition amongst men, things like that could cause a city to be shut down, and a man would desire to go into the city, but they not going to be able to. Like all these people that's rushing to get out, well, they have to go somewhere else. So they're rushing. They're desiring to get out of this city from the lockdown, and then they're desiring to go to another city. But what if that other city come out and say, no, we shutting it down too. You got to stay where you're at, which we seen it already happen once here a couple months ago. And it's going to happen even more, like contractions, like a woman having contractions. It's going to keep coming back. And each time it's going to be worse and worse until the baby is born, until Yahushua comes back. You know, the Bible speaks on that. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. Right. So you got riots, you know, the Esau know what he could do to make it right, but he don't want to because he's prideful. So you got people, sedition amongst men, riots. Esau know what he has to do for this whole pandemic thing, but because of their pride, they want to open their economy because they don't want to lose money in businesses. They rather open the economy, but say, okay, wear a mask, social distancing. No, it's not. Knowing it's not going to work, but because of their pride, they don't want to do the right thing. Their cities are in trouble. And now they have to go through another lockdown when they could have clearly ended this whole thing by going through a nationwide lockdown in the beginning and shutting everything down. At least this is what they say, you know, but because of their pride, their cities is in trouble. And I was riding around out there. It caught me off guard you know, they got their little holiday season. So we wanted to go to the store to I think we needed some clothes. I needed some clothes or something like that for a loved one, you know. And when I went, I'm like not even thinking about it, you know, because you kind of come out of this world and you don't even think about, okay, this is during a holiday season. So I went to the store and it was packed. So what we end up doing is leaving instantly and, you know, just going back home and saying, look, we ain't finna do all that. It's too many people there. But what I seen when I was there is, I mean, social distancing. I seen people in lines. And this was at a mall. So I seen people in lines standing right next to each other. People with their masks halfway down. Some people didn't have their mask on. People getting on elevators deep. People like in multiple lines. I'm like, oh, y'all don't care. So that's what it's saying. Because of their pride, they'd rather go out, do this, do that. They get bored in the house. They got to go out, spend money. Because of their pride, their cities are in trouble. And that's why London's having to shut down. Because now there's a new strain going around. And they don't even have no info on it. And it's spreading, right? Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy his house with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. So this is the great tribulation that's coming upon the whole world. And then there's going to be a famine of food too that's going to come with all this. Because when these different places lock down and they stop all travel, then they're slowing down their parts, you know, where they bringing all the food and manufacturers and all that. And just like if you order something right now, it's behind. You might not get your stuff until a week, 2 weeks later than from the time you had to get. That's slowing it down. And they do that same thing with food because they ship out food and stuff and grains and minerals and all that different stuff. So that's all slowing down, which is going to equal a famine. You know, so that's what the Bible said. Man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. And then we're seeing that prophecy play right in front of our face, you know. So this has just been a warning. You know, I'm going to say the warning is get right with the Lord, have faith. If you're an Israelite, keep the law, statutes, and commandments so you could be saved out of this because it's going to happen no matter what, prophecy will be fulfilled. Salvation to the elect. Shalom.